Thank you for saying yes to my interview. And any good memories that you have with your grandmother or grandfather that you would like to share? I'm at South Coast Plaza in Irvine, Costa Mesa, Irvine. Is it Irvine or Costa Mesa? Costa Mesa. Hello, this is Bert from Panja 55 Mad Bert Show. I am going to ask any good memories that you would like to share that you have with your grandmother or grandfather. Follow me. Your memories with your grandparents are very important. It shapes your life. You know, most of us, we have a good memories. At least one with our grandparents. Oh, it's a pretty nice place. Wow. There's Gucci, Mont Blanc. My dad loves Mont Blanc. Can I interview you guys? Just a couple of questions. About your memories with your grandmother or grandfather? No? Okay, I got rejected. That's fine. Can I ask a question? Interview? Just one second. Okay. Okay, I got rejected by 2 people. Okay, a little discouraged. I'm trying to ask a question. Randomly bump into people. Can I ask a question? Interview? No? That's okay? That's my 6th time getting rejected. Oh no. I'm tired and I need something to eat. I asked 6 people. I got rejected by all of them. Maybe I should go to some place where people are kind of sitting down, not walking by. And all these people are shopping. I see the Nordstrom. I see any good memories that you had with your grandmother or grandfather?
She's just my grandma. She would watch me when I was little a lot, and she'd always call me her little monkey because I'd be jumping over beds and everything, and she'd always say I almost give her a heart attack all the time. But she's still well and still healthy and alive, and I love her so much. She would always bring gifts to me, but I think the funniest memory I had of her is one time we took shots. So she doesn't drink any alcohol, but she was willing to take a big shot of alcohol and made the whole family laugh and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you take the shot together?
Yes, yeah, we did. But I watched her first because I just had to witness it.
Okay.
But he also has an Asian grandmother, and she's very special.
I have memories with my grandmother since I was pretty much raised with her and by her. I was born in Guatemala, and she's a Guatemalan grandmother. She pretty much taught my mom a lot about life, about cooking, about how to raise a child or a grandchild, and I was on the benefiting end of that, the teaching that she gave them. It was all fun for me.
Do you miss her?
A lot, every day.
Okay. Sometimes do you cry?
Oh yeah, she's still alive, and she doesn't live here, and I still cry just because I don't get to see her.
Okay. They shape our life a lot, through our life.
They definitely do.
You guys are a couple.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, maybe take together. Okay, so we found a couple. Cute dog. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. All right, I succeeded. That was my first time succeeding. It's my first time succeeding. Can I interview you guys? Just a couple of questions.
My grandma raised me when I was a kid, so I definitely have a lot of memories. Like, for instance, my grandpa would always take me to a convenience store nearby, and he would always buy me little snacks, but he would keep it a secret from my parents. So that's always like a cute memory I have.
That's what they usually do. They keep it secret from their parents. Yeah, I had the same memory.
And then, because I grew up in Asia, in Korea, and then in Korea, like in the countryside, a lot of the people thought that like if you had like a kind of small head, then it's not considered to be pretty. But then my grandpa was protecting me, saying like, oh no, she's gonna grow up to be really pretty, and like he was always like really loving.
That's so true. They just say it. You're the best one. Can you share too?
Oh yeah, so my grandfather was a veteran. So he didn't really talk like really kindly. He was a kind of soldier style.
Okay. So he was a soldier.
He was a soldier. He was a veteran in Korea. So he was somewhat strict, but I now I understand he somehow in his own way he loved me a lot.
That is out of his love.
Yeah.
You guys are a couple.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye. This is YouTube channel. It's called Mad Bert Show. I'm happy now. I got rejected 6 times and twice I succeeded. When you get rejected, you just keep going until you succeed. Beautiful story. I could relate to them. And our grandparents always tend to make a statement saying, you are awesome, you're pretty, you're smart. And that encourages you a lot. Any good memories that you have with your grandmother or grandfather when you're younger?
I don't know if I want to say.
Okay. Can I ask you just bridge that connects between the malls, and I'm waiting for. Thank you for saying yes to my interview.
Probably getting together for Christmas time and eating food.
Anything that they did for you or said to you that you still remember or it touches you?
My grandma always like gives me pieces of like jewelry that she's kind of carried on with her throughout her life, so that's always like really great to have.
I think that's very special. I heard about that a lot from other people too, right?
Yeah.
Their grandparents used to do that.
Yeah.
You still keep that?
Yeah, I always have it on me. So.
Anyone that you want to say to your grandparent?
I love you.
Thank you. Thank you.
When I was younger, they would take me and my sister to Disneyland all the time. And even though we were not little, we would like hide ourselves in strollers and like put blankets over our heads so that we would look like we were children, but we actually weren't.
Okay, wow, that's hilarious. Okay. Any like encouraging words that they said to you when you were younger?
I don't know, they've always just been really proud of us and just told us to believe in ourselves and do whatever we want to do.
Do you want to say anything to your grandparents?
Love you guys, and I can't wait to see you next.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Also online, if you have anything, please feel free to share.
Should I stand?
No, you're fine. Yeah.
One of my favorite memories with my grandma is when I visited her in Vietnam, and she told me stories about my father when he was a young boy and how much trouble he would get in.
Yeah, I think we all have that kind of memories. You know, they talk about your parents, and then it creates more bonding, right?
My grandpa, he would always want to feed me, and I'm like, I'm not hungry, but he would always want me to eat, like eat more, eat this and eat that. Actually, my grandparents have passed away, so I don't have any grandparents living anymore, but you know, I have these memories to help me think of them and remember them.
You don't remember what your parents says, but what your grandparents says is in there with you, right?
Yeah, but you should remember what your parents say too. When I think about my grandparents, I always think to be strong and to be someone that they'll be proud of. So I think that helps me with my life and the things that I do.
Because they were always proud of us, right?
Yeah, they always want the best for you.
Okay. Do you want to say anything to your grandparents?
I love them, and I wish I got to spend more time with them, and that I hope that wherever they are, they're happy and living a fulfilling life.
That was my 4th success out of 11. A good memory that you had with your grandmother or grandfather that you would like to share.
It wasn't a specific event, I'd say. It was just the ability to sit down with them during a meal and to be able to just discuss and ask them questions about their life and things that they learned, and be able to leverage their experience and learn from it. They've gone through 80, 90 years of their lives, and they've learned a lot of mistakes along the way, and to be able to pass some of those and learn from them, it was an invaluable experience for myself. I'm still fairly young. They've gone through so many different more challenging times than we live in today. We live in a world of peace where, they went through a world of, changing political climates, and they didn't really have the freedom, I think, that we have today. My grandparents specifically came from very little and immigrated to this country. They would tell me lessons about how, America is the land of opportunity. Even though I can't really place myself in their shoes and what they had to go through, to be able to learn as much as I can. Even though our ages are so far apart, to be able to try to learn anything I can from some of the lessons that they've gone through is the most memorable thing I'd say. I'm so grateful for everything that, give me the love, support, and affection, allow me to live in this world and be able to make any choice, just live the life that I want to live. And, even though we take that a lot for granted, I think, in today's society, because we know nothing else, especially my generation, the younger generation, we've only lived in a time of peace. And even more so with the evolution of technology and the internet, where we have the freedom to be able to do really whatever we want and to live wherever we want. We don't even need to live in a specific place anymore, because you can work remotely, you can work online. So to be able to learn those lessons, and also appreciative for everything that they needed to go through, the hardships, to give me the opportunity that I have today.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. After talking to many people, I realized our grandparents shaped a lot more about our life than we think. So why don't you guys think about what your grandparents did to you? please click like and comment below and subscribe to my channel. This was Mad Bert Show. Bye.